Hello, everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. It's Saturday, February 17th. Today, let's go over the weather. Currently, it's 32 degrees. High today is only going to be 34, so it's going to be quite a bit cooler. It's been in the upper 50s, mid 50s, lower 60s for about a week or so. I'm going to miss that. But that's probably about normal for this time of year. Winds at 12 miles per hour, so it really feels like 23 degrees. I believe that's what it said. And, can't have all that warm weather forever in February, that's for sure. So anyway, today I'm going to have an out and about with Mike and Joy. We went to the new Dollar Tree, not Dollar Tree. We went to the new Dollar General that they built, a brand new building, and it's like one of the super Dollar Generals. I think that's what she called it, the cashier. Anyway, they've got like produce. They got a produce section and like refrigerated produce stuff and everything. You know how dressings and stuff will be in there and different things, salad kits and stuff like that. So that's, we've never seen one. Well, there's one that's in a few towns over called Greenville. There's one Dollar General Market that has been there for, I bet it's been there for 20 years. And it's really big. Unless they've closed it since then. We haven't been up there in quite a few years. But we've been in it before, and it was really nice. This one's not that big, but it's a big place. So I also did a walkthrough in there. I didn't do the whole store because on one side of the store you could hear music. On the other side you couldn't hear the music for all the coolers, and they had some kind of furnace or something that was blowing air and making noise, so you couldn't really hear the music. So I got all the food section and maybe a little bit more, and then once I started hearing the music I had to back off, and it would have been a really long video too if I'd have done the whole store. I didn't do the part where like the over-the-counter medicines are, shampoo and stuff like that. Maybe some other time I could do that part, and I would have to put music to it because they play music. But anyway, on the drive there, it was the way their entrance is. It's a little confusing. I think it's kind of dangerous, but you think you can go on down and turn right across from it to go in, but they've got a median there where you can't go across. So really you're supposed to turn further up and then go down and go into the parking lot. Well, Joy went the wrong way down a one-way street. So it scared me to death. I know it scared her, but luckily nobody was coming the other direction. But it was it was one of those moments, So we'll know next time where to turn. But bless her heart, she just got confused. If there was cars coming the other way and you could have seen them, she probably would have realized it, but there was no cars coming. So, so that's the excitement there right as we get there. And I made like 2 videos, one going there and one back because I was going to do the walkthrough. So I had to turn that one off or end that one video on the way there. So, I'll probably, unless I decide to make it into 2 videos, I'll splice it together. I hadn't decided yet, but I'll have that today, at least the one part of it, or I might have both. I try not to keep the videos super long. I know this segment is the longest one that I always have, but I do a lot of things on this each day, but I try to keep the other ones, from being super long out and about and stuff like that. But I just got to figure out what I want to do with it. But I will have that video today. And tonight for dinner, I'm going to use some of these wraps from Aldi. I've got the tomato ones. These right here. They're really good. They got spinach ones too that are really good. So I'm going to make, and I got some fajita chicken. I think I got that at Aldi as well and froze it. But I'm going to fix some chicken fajitas tonight and then use one of those Spanish rice either a mix or I'm going to use some of the, I got some ready rice. That's Spanish. It's Spanish rice. So so that's for dinner tonight. It's what's planned anyway. Sometimes things change. And when we got that Little Caesars pizza, we got one of those. If you haven't seen it, check out the short. We got one of those stuffed crusts, and I'll tell you what, we really liked it. It was really good. And I've tried, frozen pizzas with stuffed crust, and they were just the cheese was like just bland. I mean, you couldn't really. It was something chewy, but it was there's like no flavor to it. But I don't know if Little Caesars, if their cheese just tastes that way, but it was good. The cheese tasted good in it. And I also got some crazy sauce. So when I got to the crust, I could dip, that in the sauce. And it was great. We had a little bitty piece left, and then Joy and I decided the next day to split it. And it was still just a little piece, But we're gonna get another one of those soon, before they stop doing them. I hope they keep that on the menu because it's really good. Even they're like $5 cheaper than the one at Pizza Hut, I believe. I think theirs is something crazy like $14.99. I think the one at Papa John's is like $13.99 or something. This was like $9.54 or something, some weird change. And then with the sauce, it was only $12 and some altogether. So that's not bad. So we want another one of those, and that's unusual for us to get a pizza and say we want another one. But they're liable to stop making them for a while, like they did the pretzel crust or something like that. But we hope they're going to keep them because it was kind of, a decent price too, that you can handle. So anyway, I got jokes of the day here. Are you eating right? A woman goes to her doctor. She has a breadstick up her nose. I was just talking about crust. That makes me want. Breadstick up her nose, a potato in her right ear, and a string bean in her left ear. She says, "Doctor, can you help me? I don't feel well, and I cannot figure out what's wrong." The doctor replies, "Well, you are clearly not eating properly." I like that one. She's trying to eat it through her nose and her ear and stuff. A potato in her right ear and a string bean in her left ear. She's not eating properly. Oh, Kitty would have loved that. Kitty, did you hear that? Nope, she's not up there anymore. I didn't open the window for her. I won't open it if it's kind of cold out. There's still another window out there, but if you open the first one, you can feel a draft coming through there. But I let her in it when it's sunny and a little warmer. But she'll sit there and look out at outside anyway, without getting in the window. Okay, this one says it's a Westinghouse. A man comes home after a hard day's work and opens the refrigerator to get a soda. Inside, he sees a squirrel taking a nap. "What are you doing in my fridge?" the man asks. The squirrel opens one sleepy eye and says, "Isn't this a Westinghouse?" Yes," the man replies, "it is." "Well then," the squirrel says, shutting his eyes again, "I am trying to west." That was pretty good too. Okay, thought of the day. I'm sure wherever my dad is, he's looking down on us. He's not dead, just very condescending. And that's Jack Whitehall, and I'm not even for sure who that is really, but okay. Let's go back, and I saw one. Where was it, the one I saw? Okay, I'll try this. This might be good. Let's see, where do we go to start it? This one, they don't have one, I think. Okay, the Wright Brothers Memorial is a famous landmark in which U.S. state? South Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina. Gosh, I thought that they I thought they did that in Ohio, but they might have a memorial. That doesn't mean that that's where they did the flight. So they don't even have that as an answer. So where would be, who else, which other state would be then? I'm gonna say, just guessing, Virginia. Oh, it's gonna go to it now. Okay, I may be wrong. Virginia. You gotta press answer. Nope, it is North Carolina. I should have thought about that, really, that it might have been North Carolina instead of Virginia. But anyway, let's see what it says down here. Wright Brothers National Memorial in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, honors the first successful airplane flight conducted by Wilbur and Orville Wright. The memorial, a 60-foot granite monument dedicated in 1932, is perched atop 90-foot tall Kill Devil Hill, commemorating the achievement of these two visionaries from Dayton, Ohio. So they were from Ohio, but they I don't know if that means they did that flight in there. But I missed. I learned something right away. Okay, next question. What was the Hunchback of Notre Dame's name? Charles de Gaulle, Count of Monte Cristo, Napoleon, Quasimodo. I think a lot of you will know this. I mean, I remember that story and everything, or reading something about it, and it was Quasimodo. Okay, yeah. The Hunchback of Notre Dame is a historical novel by Victor Hugo, originally published in French in 1831. The Hunchback of Notre Dame is set in Paris during the 15th century. The story centers on Quasimodo, a deformed bell ringer of Notre Dame Cathedral. Okay. Next one. How many were the original UNESCO World Heritage Sites? I've heard that. I'm not even for sure what UNESCO means now. How many World Heritage Sites? 12, 25, 45. I'm not really for sure about this. I'm going to go midway and say 25. No, it's 12, and that was my first thought, but then I thought there had to be more than 12. So it's 12. I'm not even for sure what it is. The World Heritage List now includes over 1,000 sites all over the world. The first version of the list in 1978 included just 12. The Galapagos Islands in Ecuador, Yellowstone National Park, and the island of Gorée in Senegal were among the 12 sites named to the first list in 1978. Okay, missed that. Next question. Steve Jobs was chairman of which movie studio? 20th Century Fox, Pixar, Warner Brothers, Paramount. Steve Jobs was chairman of which movie studio? I really didn't even know he was. But for some reason I want to say Pixar. Might be wrong again. That's right. Pixar. Stephen Paul Jobs was an American entrepreneur, industrial designer, media proprietor, and investor. He was a co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Apple, the chairman and majority holder of Pixar, a member of the Walt Disney Company board of directors following its acquisition of Pixar, and the founder, chairman, and CEO of Next. Okay. Next question. I'm 2 and 2. Which U.S. city was created in order to house builders of the Hoover Dam? Which U.S. city of the Hoover Dam? Concrete, Bluegrass, Boulder City, Atomic City. I don't know. The only one that makes sense at all to me would be Boulder City. That's right. Essentially, a government reservation, Boulder City was constructed in 1932 for dam workers and their families. That's amazing. For citizens shaken by the tumultuous effects of the Great Depression, the Hoover Dam project provided two essentials that were in short supply: work and housing. At the project's start, those who were lucky enough to be hired on as laborers were forced to hunker down, families and all, in a dry and barren spot called Ragtown. By 1932, however, dam workers' living conditions improved as Boulder City, located on a broad ridge above Hemingway, Washington, near completion. It just keeps talking. It's a long story, actually. That's interesting. What is the name of the first cervical vertebrae? Patella, Coccyx, coccyx, axis, atlas. Atlas don't sound right. Axis don't sound right. I'm not for sure what that other one is. For me, the only one that sounds like it could be is patella. It could be the second one, though. Oh, no, it's called atlas. Okay. Let's see. Renaissance anatomist decided to call the first cervical vertebrae the atlas, but the name atlas was first used by the ancient Romans for the seventh cervical vertebrae. The most common explanation why the first cervical vertebrae is called atlas is that the vertebrae holds up the globe of the cranium the way Atlas holds up the globe of the heavens. Okay. Here we go. I am 3 and 3. Which of these actresses was married to Frank Sinatra? Mia Farrow, Carrie Fisher, Sissy Spacek, Goldie Hawn. Well, Goldie, they're really not married, I don't believe, but she's been with Kurt Russell forever. Sissy Spacek, I'm not for sure about that. Carrie Fisher's the one, I believe, from Star Wars, but I don't think she would have been married to him. I'm thinking it's either Mia Farrow or Sissy Spacek. But I know Mia Farrow, wasn't she the one that was married to Woody Allen, I think? Well, I don't remember this. If I say Sissy, it's going to be Mia. If I say Mia, it's going to be Sissy. I'm going to go with Mia because that's the first one that I thought of. Hey, I'm right. Let's see. Frank Sinatra was an American singer and actor, nicknamed the chairman of the board and later called Old Blue Eyes. Sinatra was one of the most popular entertainers of the 40s, 50s, and 60s. He married Mia Farrow on July 19, 1966, a short marriage that ended with a divorce in Mexico in August 1968. Next. What is the science of fruit growing called? Agrostology, cytology, dendrology, pomology. I don't think I've ever heard any of these. Agro, fruit, agro. I've heard that as, in connection with growing things, so that's what I'm going to say. Answer. No, it isn't. It is pomology. And pomology, derived from the Latin word pomum, meaning fruit, is a scientific field devoted to the study and cultivation of fruit trees and their fruits. Never heard of it. Next question. I'm dead even, 4 right, 4 wrong. Old Dominion is the nickname of what U.S. state? Hawaii, Delaware, Ohio, Virginia. Well, there was a truck line that used to be called that or something. Old Dominion. And, it's Hawaii, Delaware, Ohio, Virginia. I don't know if I gave those. My first thought was Virginia, so that's what I'm going with. Yeah, that's right. Okay, Virginia's most familiar state nickname is Old Dominion. The nickname was earned by the loyalty of Virginia for the Royalist cause during the English War and afterward during the English Commonwealth. One more. See if I can at least break even. Groundbreaking mathematician Isaac Newton was from which country? Germany, France, England, Canada. Okay, they called him, I'm pretty sure they called him Sir Isaac Newton. It doesn't say that here, but I think that I can always remember hearing that, Sir Isaac Newton, which makes me think of England. So I might be wrong, but that's what my reasoning is. I did say Germany, France, England, or Canada, didn't I? It's Germany, France, England, or Canada. I hope I said that. But anyway, that's my pick, is England. I'll give you time to pick one. Okay, answer. Yeah. Sorry if I didn't. I get to talking sometimes and I forget to even say what it is. You have to forgive me if I do. Isaac Newton was born on January 4, 1643 in Woolsthorpe, Lincolnshire, England. The son of a farmer who died 3 months before he was born, Newton spent most of his early years with his maternal grandmother after his mother remarried. His education was interrupted by a failed attempt to turn him into a farmer, and he attended the King's School in Grantham before enrolling in the University of Cambridge Trinity College in 1661. Okay, everybody, I did manage to do better than just even. I got 6 right and 4 wrong today. I learned quite a bit from this. I do like that. I would rather miss, actually, I would rather miss and be challenged by it. And I'd rather miss stuff so that I learn some. I mean, I don't want to miss. I'm just saying when I do, I benefit from it every time. So, and there might be questions related to these and other trivia times, So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this morning coffee break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody, I hope you have a great day. You got to see that out and about with Mike and Joy when we go down the wrong way. So I got very excitable. I was like, no, turn. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye. God bless.